To fully understand what the possibilities are for Markafoni as a brand to expand, we first did a SWOT analysis to really understand the opportunities. First of all, Markafoni has a very good brand reputation and a brand image within Turkey, and its brand awareness is very high. A lot of people know the brand and are aware of its presence in the market. Thirdly, after sales support is very good, which is highly valued by the customer. And then Markafoni is also a market leader. And then last but not least, being part of Naspers is very beneficial for Markafoni as a company. Looking at the weaknesses that Markafoni is facing, we see that on the one hand they only sell online and not through a retail store, and on the other hand they also do not make use of a personalized login system which could provide them with extra data on the amount of visitors and what type of visitors are actually buying and which are not. To really understand how Markafoni can further expand its businesses, it's interesting to look at the opportunities that Markafoni has. First of all, the rising use of credit cards is something they can get advantages from through further expanding their methods of payment online. Also, there is a rise in the use of mobile internet in Turkey, which means that they could take advantages from through the use of apps or further developments of their applications. Also, the higher use of social media entails that they could use this to expand their marketing and their customer base and to reach more people in Turkey or abroad. Also, the fact that their biggest customer base currently are women means that they could look into further expanding towards men or children. They can also make use of big data and really use the data that they have from their customers that are currently buying to really reach out to their customer base and offer a more personalized or customized service. They could also look out to see to expand internationally and see what the opportunities are there. Other opportunities entail going into other businesses such as sportswear, books, or electronics, for example. And lastly, they could open up an iconic flagship store to really enhance interface with the customers. The main threats that Markafoni is currently facing is the fact that on the one hand Turkey faces political instability, and on the other hand competition is becoming stronger and very fierce because the market is very interesting to be in, so there are a lot of upcoming companies that are in the same business.
So next we have the infographic. It shows some facts and insight in the Belgian online market and gives a better understanding. It also gives an indication whether it's useful for Markafoni to expand to the Belgian online market and the neighboring countries. So first, 38% of the Belgian population buys monthly online, and 61% of the population ever purchased an item online. When people buy online, 70% of the people actually prefers home delivery, and we see an expected market growth between 17 and 25%. The reason why people buy online is because it's cheaper and they save some time. The main current purchase of people online are clothes actually, but also shoes, bags, so fashion in general. Next, the growing markets online are movies, books, DVDs, and all kinds of technology. And lastly, we see that Belgian people prefer to buy at Belgian online retailers.
Okay, now what have we learned from this analysis? On the one hand, looking at Markafoni nationally, the opportunities are mainly the use of the credit cards that is really rising, and we think that Markafoni should further look into ways of enhancing online payments. Also, the use of big data through a personalized login system is recommended. This way you can really track the visitors of your website and see which brands they mainly look at without really buying, and try to derive more information from that. And also the use of a flagship store in Istanbul or in Ankara, for example, which would really enhance customer contact and further put emphasis on your after-sales support and your proximity to the client as well. If we look internationally and compare this with our analysis from Belgium, we think that there are definitely opportunities to expand to Belgium or neighboring countries, looking at the expected market growth, which is still growing very high. And also the fact that the main current purchase online is still clothing and shoes, which is the main business of Markafoni.
So going to Belgium or neighboring countries will be a big challenge for Markafoni. On the one hand, they have to understand the Turkish and the Belgian market through an unbiased view. But on the other hand, they also have to grasp the full potential of the both markets while reducing the risk and keeping the brand equity and Markafoni's philosophy alive.
The strategy that we recommend to expand to international markets, being Belgium and neighboring countries, would be through the use of licensing and contractual relationships. We believe that this would fully capture the combined potential of the Belgian and the Turkish market. The advantages here are, mainly compared to the equity mode of entry, the fact that it entails lower costs, less risks, and it is less capital intensive to go to Belgium through the use of licensing and contractual relationships. It will also go, or results will be seen faster. What we would do is partner up with Turkish textile manufacturers that are already established here in Belgium and create benefits for them as well as create benefits for us. For them through the use of our platform, and for us by using their brand equity here in Belgium.
How can the licensing and the contractual relationship be implemented? First, extensive market research has to be done. Markafoni has to know what are the preferences of the Belgian customers, what are the best practices in Belgium. This is really important. Secondly, brand awareness has to be created. It is very crucial, so it can be done through extensive marketing campaigns, but also search engine optimization. Furthermore, operationally, the website has to be translated because now it's not convenient for Belgian customers, and also the logistic has to change. We know from market research that Belgian customers prefer to have their items delivered at home, so a good logistics system is important. This can be done through a partnership, for example, with FedEx, who delivers packages at home. Then creating a win-win situation is very important. As already said, we can offer the other party a platform which they can operate in, and we can use their brand equity to operate in Belgium. Lastly, a Belgian team will be important because it's more convenient to work from Belgium to do the marketing in Belgium than from Turkey. To do it more faster and better, a Belgian team in Belgium should be working.